What's up, guys? BO2 here. Got you some Black Ops 2 Zombies, but hope you enjoyed that little intro that I did with Call of Duty Ghost. It was quite a long of a time ago that I recorded that gameplay. It was a quick little S&D round. I think it was actually search and rescue. Thought you guys would enjoy that. This was, I think, pre-patch before they nerfed the shield animations, because they had a bunch of ridiculous things with the animations with the characters with the shield, where I think that there was a perk. I caught Peyton Manning Pro where you can literally chuck your equipment super fast. And they had a glitch with that. It happened about 90% of the time where whoever had the shield, if he had that perk on or whatever, you wouldn't even see the shield move for him to pull out a C4 and throw it at you, or satchel charge, whatever they decided to call it in this game. I think they did still call it C4. It looks weird in this game. Well, in Call of Duty Ghost, Black Ops 2 it looks pretty normal, but yeah, they did that, and I think they did finally patch that. I don't know when, because I don't really focus on the patches too much in Call of Duty Ghost, because it didn't really interest me. But I know what you're thinking. Why am I bringing you some split screen Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I'm buried, and why is we got on the top of the screen, which that I'm on the bottom screen. My cousin is on the top screen, and the reason he's in this glitch is because we wanted to demonstrate something that has a lot to do with the topic of this video. So I know what you're thinking too. What's with the topic? So I discovered this while playing some split screen, and I just noticed this in general on the old consoles. I don't know if any of you guys still play on the old consoles, if you got an Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or anything, if you've moved away from the old gen, so to speak, because they do call it old gen now. But look at this frame rate. This is literally, I'd say, at least 20 frames or less. And I understand there's a lot of objects on the screen, but you also have to think, though, Black Ops 2 ran a lot better in its prime, like when the game first came out, before the next gen consoles came out, before the current gen, if you want to call them that now. But I still want to call them next gen so people aren't so confused. When I mean by that, I mean the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure if the Wii U can be considered next gen, but the main ones I really do want to talk about is the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Now, if you go on PC, you shouldn't have frame rate issues if you have a pretty solid PC. Pretty much any moderate, good PC can run pretty much any Call of Duty the way they've been optimized as of today. And well, with the 360 version, I've noticed this. I feel like the frame rates are much lower than they used to be before the new consoles came out. Now, a lot of people can say that has a lot to do with them switching over the servers to the cloud or whatever. I'm sure the PlayStation 3 has a lot of frame rate issues as well if you go back and do the same thing. It's really noticeable on split screen. It's not as much when you play solo or on Xbox Live, but it's ridiculously noticeable if you play split screen. And it'll do it even when you're not in a invincible little spot where the guy on the top screen, he's pretty much in a spot where the zombies can't get to him. This was just to demonstrate again the frame rates. We were just playing normal, and then he said, dude, why is the frame rate so low? So we basically was forced to do that just to not die, because literally there was points where it got down to probably, I'd say, about 5 to 10 frames. And if you try to play Call of Duty Zombies on 5 to 10 frames, it's not a pretty sight. It's pretty bad. It looks like a slideshow, to be honest with you guys. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does this mean? What does this have to do with anything? What is the importance of this subject, and why are you bringing it to hand? And look, this is really where you can tell the frames drop. I'd say about to 5 to 10 frames right there. It was pretty noticeable. It looked pretty bad. And, it affects a lot of players. I'm not sure if it affects anyone else, but it definitely affects me, and I'm sure it affects other people. I'm sure I'm not the only one person that's experienced this. And, that has me worried a little bit about Titanfall and the old generation consoles, because I know a lot of people were really psyched to get the game. And I know you've been hearing rumors about the game being in 30 frames. Now, that might actually be very true. It might not be a rumor. And, rumors are they're not set in stone, but they could be said to be true, false, etc. They can be proven wrong. But judging by the way this game's optimized, this game literally came out, and I believe, 2012? November 2012, basically 2013. And the fact that it hasn't even been a full 3 years and it's already running this bad, again, I believe it's a lot to do with the new consoles that came out. And I believe that they're just not optimizing these games. They're really not caring about the old, consoles, so to speak. I don't really consider them that old. I mean, yeah, they're about 7 to 8 years old. I guess that's pretty old in console terms. And even PC, if you had an 8-year-old PC, that'd be pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Think about that for a second. If you had a PC that was 8 years out of date, yeah, that'd be pretty brutal. But I changed positions here, and I, just trying to mix things up and let you guys see some other perspective and stuff. And you can just look at both the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen. Again, I'm on the bottom. My cousin's on the top. We were just messing around, and we noticed this. And like I was saying, feel free to put down in the comment section if you've experienced some of these issues as well. And, this is just another thing that I was wanting to ask. And I'm really curious because I wonder if these guys, these big companies or whatever, are doing this just to, and this is me having a conspiracy theory because I'm always about bringing up conspiracy theories. I'm not crazy, I'm not. But this is just my conspiracy theory. I think they're doing this to, doing air quotes here, force us to buy the next generation consoles so they can get more money. Look at this ridiculous frame rate. You can look at this. Look at the bottom screen. Look at the top screen. It's bad. That's ridiculous. See, this is a problem. You can't just ignore a console just because a new one comes out. You know, that's alienating part of your fan base, a large proportion, because there's still a lot of people that don't have the new consoles, because a lot of people don't have $500 to $400 to drop, and even more. I mean, I'm sure there's other controllers people like to buy. You know, you gotta also think you gotta buy your PlayStation Network. I think it's called PlayStation Plus for PlayStation, and Xbox Live membership. You know, if it does run out or expire, etc. Like I said, that's not the only thing. You don't just buy the console. You'll probably buy a controller, especially if you have friends or family. And you also buy the memberships and all that good stuff. And then you also got to buy DLC and games, and it adds up. It really does. Now, like I said, a lot of people can't afford to do this, so they still stick with these old consoles. But look how they're treating these old consoles. I mean, I understand that they are 7, 8 years old. But Call of Duty is not a very graphic intensive game. It's not a GPU or CPU intensive game. I know this because I've looked into this, and I have a pretty mid-grade PC. The only thing really going for this PC, like I said before, is the fact that the video card is a GTX 660, not a 660 Ti, it's a 660. And, you know, it's clocked at, I think, like, I don't remember exactly what the video card's clocked at. It's not overclocked, it's just base clocked. And it's really not that high end of a graphics card. It's around $230 about 2 years ago when I bought it. So I'd say it's about $170 now, roughly, you know, depending on how prices go. So that just goes to show you that it's really not that high of a graphics card. And my PC is literally about 6 years old. The motherboard's about 6 years old. The processor, same deal. So like I said, you know, my PC can run this game at well over 100 frames. But the fact that they're not optimizing these old consoles does worry me for the future. For a lot of people, it feels like a lot of people are going to get alienated, which is very unfortunate. And, you know, like I said, I know you're thinking, well, why does it concern you? I mean, because you have an Xbox One and you have a pretty decent PC, and I'm going to be getting a new PC sometime this year, I hope. In the year of 2014, I should be building me a PC, a pretty beast PC, you know. I already said it was around $2,200 to $2,300. Should be seeing some excellent performance out of that, and you should never see frame rate dips. Now, a lot of people say, well, a lot of people on consoles, and I'm not knocking the consoles, I'm not saying you're unintelligent by this, but a lot of people just think it's lag. It's not lag, trust me, this is frame rate issues. This is not lag issues. This is split screen, so obviously it can't be lag issues because it is on the same console, so you will not have any connection to the Xbox Live. So there's nothing to do with that, so you obviously know this is something other than just lag. This is frame rate, and I can't stress that enough, and like I said, it does kind of concern me for the future. But, you know, like I said, I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention to kind of get the community talking, because I really think you guys should know this. For the people that are, you know, planning on sticking with the old consoles, I really do think you should be informed, because like I said, it's better to be informed and know what, you know, is to be expected than to be uninformed and not know what's ahead in the future. You know, maybe this will make you have some better decisions later on, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to leave your opinions down in the comments section below. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.